Las Vegas calling this weekend, September 10, 11, and 12. Players are ready. I'm not going, but my brother, who is probably in Vegas right now, today is Tuesday the 7th. He's there, first time ever going there, and he is ready to sightsee and play in a lot of those events. Okay, he is there for definitely for the world premiere of Tales of Aria. A lot of players gonna be there, and they can't miss that. You crazy? You can't miss the world premiere, getting your hands on first edition Tales of Aria before the whole world ever get, before even pre-releases. Okay, today I'm gonna be talking about the calling in Vegas, not through a player's point of view, and you know how I like to talk about the money, the talk, okay, trades and everything. And I remember when they announced the calling for Vegas about a month or two ago, somebody told me that spots there for the 3 days, and it cost them $5,000 for the 3 days. And in my head, it mind-boggled me. It's like, what can you sell that's flesh and blood related that's gonna be worth $5,000 more? You have to pay like around, sell around $10,000 to make it worth your while. So I'm wondering, it's like, what can you sell that you can make profit? I had this conversation with Sink the other day, and well, it wasn't really a conversation, it was just me throwing it out. And then he told me, it's like, Terry, vendors are buying up spots there not to sell, but to buy. I'm thinking, it's like, vendors buying? I thought you would become a vendor to sell, to buy. What you gonna be? But at Magic Fest, vendors are there paying that amount of money so they could go and buy your collection. Players and collectors sell their collection for cash. All right, hands of fist and cash. Vendors are there to buy your collection, so then they pay around 50 to 60 cents on a dollar, maybe 70 cents. I don't know exactly, but definitely not market price. They buy it, they spend that amount of money, $10,000, $20,000, $30,000. In a couple months, maybe a couple years, that thing's gonna go 3x, 4x the amount of money that they bought it for. That reminds me of that video of Rudy Alpha Investment. The first video I have ever seen, this guy Daniel Chang with MTG vintage MTG. All right, I'm gonna put the picture somewhere around here, so hopefully you could see it. This is my first time doing this, so don't at me for that. Okay, it was a $21,000 deal. All right, and to me it's like, what? $21,000? Somebody buying cards on me? I'm new to the TCG world when it comes to collecting, and now it doesn't sound that bad, $21,000, because the heart is going. But so what happened there is he went there and he bought this lady's collection, $21,000. Once they renegotiated and everything, he went to the back, got out his money, and then slaps it on the table. Boom, a wad of $10,000. Boom, another wad of $10,000. And then with $100 bills, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There you go, $21,000. The purpose of Channel Fireball's charging you $5,000 for that spot, not so that you could sell, but mainly you could buy up people's collection. And then you're probably wondering, well, as a collector or a player or a person that's selling you, why do you want to sell something for 50 to 60 cents on a dollar of your collection? Meanwhile, you could sell it for 90 to 100% of your collection. Well, in order for you to sell all those individually, might take you some time, and market fluctuate. So then you could be selling less than before. Right? Number two, okay, you're getting cash on hand. This is the biggest one, cash. All right? You don't have to report diddly squat. You can get cash in hand. All right, you do whatever you want with it. A lot of people don't want to be reporting that money that they're getting. All right, they get cash on hand. Cash is king. That lady got $21,000. All right. Other than that video, there is no record of her having that $21,000, like gaining that $21,000. So does she have to report to taxing? No, that is hers. Uncle Sam will not get a single cent unless they somehow search Rudy's video and link it back to her. Yes, you're getting less for your money, but one, you're selling all. You don't have to go through the time and stress of selling individually. Two, you're getting money cash in hand, so you don't have to worry about if this person's gonna scam you or anything. One, you get that money, you don't have to pay taxes. Number two, that money's in your hand. You don't have to worry about people scamming you. That person's in front of you, you are in front of them, you get that money, done. For some of you, you'll probably want to say, Terry, that's already been known. Like, that's dull. But for me, I'm new to that. I had to go back to Saint's, he does Fable Hunter. He has a video of his most recent one where he's talking to the two big MTG whales, alright? That video, same thing. One of the guys was talking about how he comes to the United States to buy cards. And for his people in Europe and who's looking for, telling him, like, hey, I want this type of card, can you get them for me? So he goes to the United States, which is actually a fairly big market when it comes to collectible, and meet up with people or go to big events like Magic Fest to find these high-end cards. Then she'll buy it for that much. He goes back and sell it to his people, all right? So that's gonna be the gist of Flesh and Blood, the calling. It's going to be for the vendors. Hopefully they're gonna have people selling them. I don't know if it's gonna be the same as Magic Fest. Oh, actually no. They're definitely not gonna be at that caliber of Magic Fest. But who knows? Maybe there are people who are MTG veterans gonna go to Vegas to sell some of their collection. But a lot of people, not just the players, the investors, they're gonna be watching Vegas calling. And not just for the gameplay, but how the events are run. Okay, how many people is gonna show up? How many vendors are there? How many people selling? How many people buying? How many vendors are buying? How much are these transactions going for? What is the average money transaction? Right? And also Tales of Aria, how well is this set going to receive? So a lot of eyes are on LSS and Channel Fireball for the next coming 3 to 4 months. Not just only players, investors, collectors, right? Even people who never play Flesh and Blood, they're gonna be watching. They're gonna spectators. They're gonna see how good this game is if they want to come in or not. Okay, and this calling is gonna really dictate on how big the Flesh and Blood community is going to grow. Not just growing player base, but investors, collector base. So let me know, are you there for playing, or are you there for selling, or are you there for buying? Are you one of those vendors? I just want to know, what are you there for if this coming weekend for Vegas? And probably if you might see this video via after Vegas, but then you can also tell me, were you there for playing? Were you there for free cards, free first edition, well not free, but first edition cards? Or you're there to sell your collection? Or are you there to buy someone's collection? Or maybe you're just there because you were just there for Vegas and whatnot. And tell me how, if you've already been there, tell me how your experience was, okay? So I'll see you next time.